Hello and welcome again to Hitogify. Today we're going to look at an Activision game for the Colecovision. Activision was an offshoot of Atari by some designers that were tired of not getting the credit they deserved, and then they made some of the greatest games. Activision and Magic, I believe there's one other company. Anyway, enough of that. What we're talking about is River Raid, a crazy cool, fun, frustrating game because it's super challenging and it doesn't slow down, which is sort of the games I kind of like. Good game though. It was good on the Atari 2600, but we're gonna check it out on the Colecovision.
Your vision is our vision. Colecovision.
So one really cool thing about games that didn't come from Colecovision is you didn't have to wait 12 seconds. Let's get into this. I guess I'll play on level 1. I've been playing on level 2 because on ColecoVision Lunatics, that's the competition this week. I got a score that I'm happy with. I'm pretty much assuming someone will pass it, but I'll keep playing a couple times. But I can't break 20,000 on this thing. I might today in this, but as I've mentioned, as I speak, I am a terrible player. So here it is coming up. I'm not playing right now. This is just, it goes into kind of a sample mode. But I'm going to start playing here. Let's hit it. All right. So it starts as soon as you fire. So you have fuel at the bottom. You can't stop. It's not like you land and take off. You fly. And you can shoot everything. If you touch anything, you're dead. That's including the sides, anything. Oh, I was going to show you a cool thing that I didn't show you there. But it's a super fun game. I think the graphics are great. I kind of wish there was a little more. I kind of wish on ColecoVision there was a little more on the sides. But this is just, it looks great. So you can slow down and you can speed up. Speeding up is kind of dangerous. You want to keep an eye on your fuel. I didn't mean to shoot that. I was going to show you something. I think the one thing that's really lacking is the things on the side. It's just kind of weird because they do show up, but it's rare. Few and far between, so to speak. It's not exactly the turbo flight. When you first play, doing what I'm doing is really hard to just fly around. You tend to just crash into stuff. It has a thing, so as you move, as you go sideways, it picks up speed. Like when you speed up, you don't speed up instantaneously. It takes a second. Same with slowing down. So you'll tend to fly into the wall because they're not walls, I guess, they're river banks. Because all of a sudden you've gone faster than you were going. It takes a little getting used to, and most of the time you're panicked when you really take off like that. So I tend to slow down, go over the fuel. You can shoot the fuel while you're on them, as long as you're not most of the way off them. Okay, I think I'm close to the end here, and I can show you something. If you slow down, the tank will go on the bridge, and you can shoot the tank. Later on, that tank will be shooting at you and can kill you pretty easily. I've got a little technique with those two. I'll try to show you next time. That's one place where, until I think right there, I did that thing. I was trying to zoom in there. That's one of the tough spots. So if we look on the side here, there's like a radar thing and some sort of tower, and then nothing for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, which could make sense. I think different tones of green would have been cool, and more stuff. Yeah, I think they could have populated the sides fairly decently. Like a repetitive thing. Like on Turbo. That was the spot. I'm going to crash. Okay, I'm going to crash. I'm going to show you. So when you get to these two tanks, one will shoot you, the other will shoot you. There's no way to speed up or slow down that I've found that I just die. So my technique has been, when the first tank fires, I jump to the right just a smidge, and then I always get through. That I don't know. That was just repetition and figuring out, okay, that works. So he fires, I go to the right a little, and then I can get by. I'm a little farther to the right. I'm going to do it one more time to show you. Oh, I'm out of lives. Let's do it again. I think the other buttons work the same way. The asterisk is restart, and the hashtag, or which used to be called the pound sign, that will take you back to the choices screen. So even on level 2, which I'll play a little of that coming up. All the ships and everything start moving right away, and pretty quickly you'll have fewer options. One thing I failed to do before recording this, I'm sorry, I didn't read the instructions. I keep wanting to just see where does scoring most benefit your play. I'm more getting frustrated when I crash for not getting the score I wanted, and all right, so I think we're coming up. Oh, okay, so if you look on the bottom right down there, oh, I knew I was gonna crash. All right, so bottom left, P1 is player 1. Score obviously is next, 4740. Then you've got your fuel gauge. Then your number of lives. So it doesn't show different planes. It says there are 2 planes left. And 4 is the level you're on. So each time you get to a bridge, you will have the opportunity to, or you won't have to go back. If I crash right now, I would go back to level 4. So I can kind of show you that. If I crash here, I will still be on level 4. You don't have to go back to level 1. So I'll get to level 5. Watch me not, but I'll try to get to level 5, and you'll see that my options have changed. I mean, not my options. I'll go back to this point. So now if I die, it'll start right here at level 5. Which is cool. It's really frustrating when you got right to the end of level 5, starting level 6, and then you die. But it's a nice way to try to let me get to the next level and to gauge how much you're improving. So, written down the farthest I've gotten. And what I just did there is a little dangerous. Let me do this. So this one is the hashtag, so it goes back to this screen. You have, oh, wow, level 7? Okay, we just got to see what that is, because I think I'll just be instantly dead. Let's just try that, just to see what happens. The one thing is I've learned there are tanks that appear and shoot a lot more often, and there are helicopters that fly right and left. There's already helicopters, but these are black helicopters, like dots in them, and they fire as they go across. And there are times when you're just trying to weave past things. You don't have a direct shot on them. And I want to see what this is again. 7. So that they can be tough to get past. But I barely ever get there, so I'm assuming they're going to be here quickly. Ooh, and the path is narrow. Like I needed more help, because it gets very tough. I've never been this far. Yeah, I couldn't even get past. And it would be hard to speed up to avoid that, even if you knew you had to, because things turn so quick. The path changes. And the gas too. And there's the firing. Whoa! Yeah, see, this is challenging. See, now if I wait on that bridge, I can shoot it once the tank starts to run. This is absolutely nuts. Granted, I won't get far, but that doesn't mean it's not fun. It's hard to keep track of all the things coming. Let's go back and just play one more time. I'll play on level 2 and see how far I can get. And okay, I'm going to try it from right here. Let's see what I got. I don't usually try to get that first guy off to the left. It's just too hard. Or, you can do it, but I don't know, however many points it is, it may just not be worth it. Not shoot that. So this is where I see my fuel starts getting down, but I know there's fuel right here. So I slow it down. Okay, hit that one. There it goes, dun 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 dun, and the higher pitch is when. Okay, shoot me. that means you're fuel. So you can play with that. I go right a little bit. For some reason I survived there. That's a tough spot. This is your other tough spot, and you just have to do your best. There we go. Actually, do what I was supposed to. Ooh, almost died there. And I'm getting low on fuel, so I really have to. Here we go. That was the warning sound. It'll start going or something to tell you, dude, you're about to die. So most of the tanks I don't pay attention to on the side. Sometimes there's an obstacle that will force you to turn kind of into their shot. But I've learned to avoid that for the most part. That was the spot I was talking about. Dang it. I haven't learned to avoid that at all, apparently. So that one, I don't want to go to the right there. So, sped up there, get past the dude coming. Get some fuel. It's nice to hear that earful sound. Put the microphone in front of a little bit of the screen here. Make sure I'm talking loud enough too. Dang it. Oh, okay, killed. Oh, and that was the sound, do. That means you got a free life. Which, I think that only happens once in the game. Again, like a fool, I didn't read the instructions ahead of time. Since I have to edit this, maybe I'll take a break and read those and add any information in that I can. Oh, down to no lies. So I'm on level 12. That seems like a place that I would usually get. My highest score, I think, just under 20,000. It might have been level 16. Well, that was it for me. That's enough showing you the game. It's super fun. It's super fast. You'll see, and once you get the controls down, you'll be pretty good. You'll get better, but you get better, and the game increases at such a level that you're only gonna get so far. Granted, I've really enjoyed playing level 2 because it's super challenging, and I don't play for 3 hours. But level 1 will do me for 2. Hey, thanks for watching Hitogify. I want to make sure I'm back on here. And like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you next time.